When you finally have enough battery percentage to roll over on the other side of the bed. Writing. Thinking up complicated stories with too many side plots, 100 characters, and a theme song. Me, schools. Your paper must be a minimum of 5 pages. The real world. Explain it to me in 7 seconds or I'm out. My mum. What stupid YouTuber are you watching now? My teacher in the online class. Friend. Yo, what's your phone's password? Me. 277353. The chemistry nerd. Teacher. The best way to learn a language is to talk to a native speaker. Latin students. Lecturer. This is not an assignment that can simply be done the night before it's due. Me. The night before it's due. What school tries to turn us into? What school actually turns us into? When you've read the same paragraph for the 6th time and still didn't pay attention, nobody. Every English learning book. School is about how well you memorize stuff, not how smart you are. Parents. If those people could read, they'd be very upset. If I go to sleep, my free time will end, and tomorrow will start. 9-year-old me seeing a letter in math. 16-year-old me seeing a number in math. Doing a PowerPoint project. I have to stand in front of the class. When you remember it was your own decision to go into education, the chapter I skipped and hoped wouldn't be in the final. I am inevitable. The teacher's copy. What the students get. Actually paying attention in class. Not paying attention and blaming the teacher. When the slide goes from syllabus to lecture chapter 1 inch on the first day of classes. Favorite high school memory. Leaving. Me after an assignment graded notification pops up for an assignment I didn't even know existed. When you lie to your friend saying you can't hang out today, but then run into them on the street. After years of studying maths, I finally found the square root. Me, a student. If we only had more time. My gaming friend who just got a full-time job. You have all the time in the world. My classmates when they see a 6th grader hang on the doorframe. You are enjoying the holidays. School starts tomorrow? My chemistry teacher trying his best to teach me anything at all. 12-year-old me. I like your funny words, Magic Man. What are your plans after graduation? Me. I've wondered sometimes whether I could be a rapper. Me just wanting to finish the semester. The semester just wanting to finish me. When you're writing an exam and you have picked B 4 times in a row and the next answer still looks like B. When you've not studied for an exam but you try your best anyway. Hopefully, I can make this potato into bread somehow. When nobody volunteers to present and the teacher says they're going to start picking people. The guy cheating off of my test. Me who has no idea what I'm doing. When you got like 15 essays, 4 assignments, and 6 exams to study for, and you just chill in bed contemplating your whole life. High school clique starter pack. The jocks. The popular kids. The goths. The nerds. My soul leaving my body when the teacher says, let's hear from someone who hasn't spoken yet. Due tomorrow. Due tomorrow. When you know you've not done well, but you're just proud you finished your assignment. The class of 2020, explaining how they raised their grade from a 53 to a 104 during the 2nd semester. I just keep Googling stuff, and it keeps working, turning final papers and projects into professors like them. When will you be finishing your master's degree? Me, we get there when we get there. How's the semester going? I'm okay, honest. Gym teacher, you need to stay in shape. Also, gym teacher. The teacher congratulating me on being polite and not talking. Me who has no friends in the class. When you email your teacher at 1 a.m. and they instantly respond. School teacher. You will learn this in college. Professor. You have learnt this in your school. Me. Japan University offers ninja studies degree. I didn't see you in class yesterday. Thanks, sir. Are you ready for the exam? Not even close. Not even a little bit. Not even at all. Me in 99.9% of situations. Okay, it's totally fine. Why am I crying? My anxiety explaining the future to me at 2 a.m. we are screwed. Math teachers at the first day of school. We are 4 parallel universes behind the schedule. Can you show me around your college? Me. This is where I come to cry. Cool. Teacher. Don't write on the tables. Kids in the back. My mom. Comes to wake me up for school. Me who never even went to bed. Being asked to read aloud during class and your chapter has a swear word. Girls when there's a new kid. Oh my god, let's be friends. Boys when there's a new kid. The council will decide your fate. People who don't do homework. People who do homework. People who do homework in class. People who don't go to school. There is a super exam at school today. Panic. You remember you read for the exam and know the subject very well. Calm. You studied for the wrong subject. Mega panic. Teacher, well, why didn't you study more? Me, I've got a life. No one. That one kid in class. Me, leans back in chair. Teacher, did you ever hear the tragedy of the kid that broke his neck? X and Y in the alphabet. X and Y in math? Me, maybe I should double check my answers. Inner me, if you ain't know it, then you don't know it now. Stay on the right path, even if you have to walk alone. That's the left path. Me and the girls after finishing med school and residency. Me after missing one math class. What the heck happened here? Thinking about doing a master's degree. My heart. Resting. Exercising. Submitting your assignment last minute with a poor internet connection. Me whenever I need more words in my essay. Don't. Do. Not. Maths teacher. Suppose you have 5 friends. Me. Me before the semester. Me 1 week after the semester starts. When you go somewhere and there are people there. When you check your grades and it generally ruins your day. Talking to my friends. Me. The main task. The challenge. The class nerd. The kid who did not study. Finishing the exam early. When your best friend is absent in class. How 99% of students look on their student ID card. Okay, I absolutely have to do this assignment. Me. Okay, I am feeling really motivated. When I get home, I am going to sort my life out, get all my work done, and be successful. Me when I get home. That one friend who teaches you the entire syllabus 1 hour before the exam, when your lecturer asks if you have any questions. Can you repeat the part of the stuff where you said all about the things? When you chose an academically challenging degree and you get academically challenged. Working on the 5th redesign of my thesis study. Applying to PhD programs because I am ready to be heard again. Universities charge students thousands for tuition. Universities make students buy expensive textbooks. Universities never use the textbook. Universities never use the textbook. When you feel guilty about not studying, but you still do not study. When you pass a test without studying. Not everyone will get this. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Look, I am just trying to make it to Friday. Teacher, the test is not going to be confusing. The test, I wish with all my heart that I can get through the semester without falling apart. People think that we want to stay home from school just because we want to play video games. But nah bro, we want to stay home to get the amount of sleep we deserve. Teacher, lying is not a job. Lawyers, when you are ready to memorize the entire semester in 12 hours. 18-year-old boy, does not get into college. Recruiter at the mall, you will be a soldier. Keep studying. You can cry after you get this degree. Me, no one ever texts me, gets a text. Me, what the heck do you want? When you lie on your resume and get the job. Your homework consists of 3 questions. The homework, due tomorrow, copying the notes the teacher gave. Taking a picture of it and never look at it again. Motivational speaker, there is a lion in everybody. The lion in me. Me after hearing, let's pull out the homework from last night. Knowing I did not even touch a pencil when I got home. How I actually see without my glasses. How people think I see without my glasses. Me. I am just going to highlight the important parts. Also, me, friend, finishes homework before me. Me, I can milk you. Me as a presenter. If you have any question, please keep it for yourself. I am not Google. Me explaining that a pregnant horse can run faster because it has 2 horsepower. My physics teacher, school, closes. Forgotten snacks in my locker. When you change your answer on the test, and it turns out your first answer was correct. Internal screaming. When you are graduating, and you do not even remember what you studied. When you choose an academically challenging degree, and get academically challenged. When the teacher about to switch the PowerPoint slide and you still not done taking notes. Students trying to find their online assignments like, what is worse than a heartbreak? Ever cheated on a test and still failed? Nobody. Advanced math kids when talking to the regular students, you simply have less value. If I give up and go sleep now, I can wake up early tomorrow to revise. Teacher, copy these notes carefully. They will be on the test. Literally 5 seconds later, high schoolers, yay, it is snowing. School is going to be cancelled. College students, when you think about all the weird answers you picked on the exam, the Duolingo bird when I have not been active for 2 days, beg for your life in Spanish, my grades, my sleep schedule, what we think a snitch looks like, what a snitch really looks like, 9-year-old me seeing letters in math, 16-year-old me seeing numbers in math, when someone is looking at me while I am doing something, the homework due tomorrow, the guy who does not study, The one who does not need to study. The one that studies at 3 a.m. the night before. When I turn my biology book to page 69, and it is about human reproduction. When the teacher asking a question and you do not want to be called. Damn, this table looking real tabley. School year, summer holiday. School year. I just visited a physics PhD student at Harvard University. One of the smartest people in the world. Here is their bedroom.